Okay, so what do you do when your garlic is starting to shoot little green shoots out? Well, we plant them and we're going to make garlic greens out of them. They're wonderful to cut them up and treat them like chives. They grow everywhere. So since we're in the process of moving, we're going to put everything that we can in buckets. So if they grow through the summer, great. And if not, then it's not a big deal. Like I said, we're planning on using it to using just general everyday cooking. They're wonderful. They're like little chives. That was it. All we did was we put it down and we covered it up.
So this is my sister and my mom planting our plants, and my sister just planted that one right there, that little one right there, and they're going to plant those. So let's watch them. So my sister is right now getting another plant to plant, and I'm going to walk over here. My mom just got her first one down in the ground. That one's a very pretty one. So they already have some holes digged right there and there too, and then right in there I think is a hole. But they're just going scattering them everywhere. My mom, she is right now doing hers in the line because she did that one, then that one, and then I think she's gonna go right there.
You did a
well,
grid.
My sister's gonna go like sort of in a grid where they go there to there to there, and then to there, then across to there in a grid shape. So we'll be able to walk through and pick these. This is, Mama, is this what we're growing? This is what we're growing. This is what we're growing. And that's what my sister really likes to eat. So, yeah, that's our little grid. It's very pretty. And now they're going to make a grid here, because you can see the holes are just the way those were. So this is what they did it with. You have to hold it right here and put your foot in there and do that. Back and forth and around and all that. And then it has these on the bottom, so it makes that. So you could put like seeds in the ground and that stuff.
No, you stomp it and twist. And
you can also stomp it and twist and whatever. Go crazy with it. So what are y'all planting right now?
Collards.
They're now planting collards. So they have 4 already done, and they only have 2 more to do. And they're doing this in a grid so they stay organized, and so you can walk through the middle.
Well, what we're doing is, this is a cold crop, and we're getting ready on the new land to get everything done. But we've got to get our fence done before we do anything. So, we're going to do a little winter garden here of the bare minimum.
Potatoes start sprouting, you plant them upwards.
Make sure you tell them the eye needs to be up.
The eye needs to be up so that it can just shoot up.
Russet potatoes grow up where sweet potatoes grow down. Either way, we're going to start in the bottom of a bucket. We're going to fill it up with dirt a little over where the eyes stop. As it grows up and the green leaves and plants emerge, then we'll cover it again with soil multiple times. Here, why don't we do it diagonal? I'm telling my daughter to plant stuff diagonally, and that way it will give the most growth per our bucket container. We're experimenting. We don't know what potatoes are going to act like in January because we've had a much colder year than than normal, but we're willing to try. Here, use some of this soil.
No, that's it. That's all.
No, add more soil from one to another. We're adding dirt. We're going to have 2 containers, and they're going to be yellow, and that's going to be easy for us. My other daughter just brought another container of soil, so we're not missing any soil or anything. We're planting potatoes that have sprouted eyes. As you can see, she's planting it in the bottom of a bucket and eyes up. We're planting about 2 potatoes per bucket. This is kind of an experiment, you know, with kids. You have to show them how stuff is.
Eyes up!
And you never know how it's going to grow, but we're in about zone 8, which is for us Alabama, and we're going to see how well potatoes grow in the end of January. They're a cold crop, and then they die in the heat where we live, so it may or may not grow, but it didn't cost us anything because it was just leftovers. Stuff that we wouldn't eat and our chickens may or may not eat, but they get a lot of scraps from our kitchen. Right now all she's doing is she's covering up the eyes. As soon as the grass, as soon as the green stalks of the plant come up, then we'll recover it with some more dirt. So that's why we haven't completely covered the whole container all the way up. Here is our compost pile. Eventually we need to, next time we make it, we'll have to make it so much bigger. As you can see, we put table scraps and anything that's left over from the garden, the coffee grinds, the tea grinds. We put the cracked eggshells in it. We haven't had any problems with our chickens trying to eat the eggs that are just laid. But as you can see, the soil's pretty good. We go in every so often and we take the pitchfork and we flip it over and turn it upside down and make it where the soil's fully good and ready to use. We'll end up using this when we make our next garden on our new land. This is the future dirt that will be growing tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers and all that other good stuff in it. My daughter, she's currently looking for some worms. There's worms in it, and every so often you can see where the chickens will be pecking through and they'll find worms, so then they'll scatter everything everywhere. But this is a little quick shout out to our composting system. So we have table scraps in this bucket my daughter's holding, and we feed our chickens table scraps, whether or not it's lettuce. We recycle eggshells, and we haven't had any of them try to actually eat them. What they don't pick through is what they don't eat is no big deal. It breaks down and it grows worms, and the chickens will scratch through this. And this is how we make our soil. As you can see, the soil's great. We come through every couple of months and we turn it over and we fork it to make sure everything's evenly decomposing and full of good stuff.